it. So the writing is always channeling through me, but I'm constantly trying to hear the stories. I talk to people on the bus. I talk to people on the train. I talk to kids in the prison camps, the detention camps. I talk to kids in South Central LA at the schools, in Chicago. The gang violence is so heavy in Chicago. I talk to them. I have cousins and family connected with these negative things going on in the street. And so as a writer, I'm constantly channeling. So to put this together was just a matter of compiling writing that has been happening over a span of time, and new voices that are connecting to me. And I just, I kind of gave myself a deadline, and I said, now is the time. And I pulled it together, and the guys just helped to build it out.
That's hot.
Yeah.
That is hot.
I love the.
You good over there? You was wiping your eye. You ain't again, is you?
Yeah, I'm reminiscing and getting a little emotional over here.
I thought it maybe you was gonna use it with the eyelash in your eye, you know.
Reminiscing. I mean, this is we've heard about the Lorraine Hansberrys. We heard about the August Wilsons. And I'm telling you, man, just listen out for Rain Wilson.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
That's so nice, Joseph.
Make it rain.
It's the truth. Make it easy.
Everybody about to start crying.
And what I really want to stress and to really say to the listeners and the people that are watching, this is really serious.
Yes.
And people don't realize that the children that are growing up, it's not a certain age. Well, I'm already 20 and I've already done bad stuff. You can still change that. And what the things you've gone through and the mistakes you've made, you need to tell that person, that young child or whatever, tell them what you've done and say, this is what I did. Now, this is the outlook and this is the results of the things that I've done, and help them change. Because that's one thing what is important. Because, see, I'm good. I can talk to a rock and that rock will listen. The thing about it, if somebody know your history, and let's say, for instance, Joseph, and I know that Joseph done been selling drugs and he been beating his wife and all that, and he come trying to tell me something, I'm not listening because I already see. But what Joseph can do to get me to listen, say, Ursula, I've been beating my wife. I did this and I did that. But I realized and as a result of that, I had to pay this in anger management and blah, blah, blah. Then I'm listening. Yeah, but when it's like you're pointing fingers, but you're not, and that person going to put up that wall instantly.
And this is the thing to piggyback on that. We can point fingers and talk about him and her and what their kids are doing and those kids that are locked up. But when it all comes down to it, that son of someone else's can put a gun in your back or a knife in your side. They can be breaking and entering when you turn your back. So we are all in this together, and if we keep thinking that we are separate from them, then we've got a serious problem. We've got to come back to the village.
Exactly.
And I have to say that another thing is we have to encourage our youth. I mean, you got to give them compliments,
right?
Because it makes them want to receive more,
right?
And it's like, hey, just as all encouragement, it's like, and then let's not be dream killers, let's let them dream big, and let's support that. That's what we need to do.
And a lot of times people use excuse, I didn't grow up with my daddy, or there's women that were single parents, that are single moms, that raised soldiers, that raised men, and nobody taught me how to be a man. And I'm gonna try to say it as clean as I possibly could on this radio station.
Hey.
What other? I mean, besides knowing how to stand up and urinate. I mean, it's being a. What is the difference in being a man versus being a woman? I've never heard a woman say, "Well, my mom never taught me how to be a woman." It's always the excuse that nobody taught me how to be a man. It's just a basic respect thing. It's just doing the right thing. That's with anybody. It's not just a separate thing. So just because it's a single mom doesn't mean that she can't raise her son to know how to aim in the toilet or whatever. I don't see the difference in, I don't have what a guy have, but there's certain things that I don't want people to be stuck on because you only have the mom there, that you're doomed.
Right, and you know what? I'm just gonna say we're gonna give big ups to single moms for the work that they do. I mean, we don't take anything away. No. But on the other side of that, we have to send out a strong message to these boys that you need, we hear you, we know there is a reach and a need for your fathers. And fathers, you need to hear that, because there is still a sense of responsibility that a man knows how to teach and lead through this world. And there are hits that a man takes, especially a black man, and he has to guide and shape and shift that boy, I believe, like no other person can. But again, if he's not there as a mom that loves my child, I'm going to do the best that I can, and nothing but big ups. But that father is a necessity if he could start investing and realizing that.
Like Ursula, I believe that a woman is the heart of the family, and the man is the head.
Okay, now let's hold up now. Let's talk to the women now, because I had a topic on this.
Okay.
Now there are some women out there, a lot of them, that the father might be lousy as a boyfriend or a husband, but good fathers. But that woman, because she didn't get along with him and they had a bad relationship, she blocks and won't let him be a father to his child.
We talked about that.
That is, and guess what? The court system still favors the woman. They still favors a woman. So there are some men who wants to be fathers to their kids, and the woman is not allowing that.
Women, don't do it. Don't do it.
But isn't that like a plan to just deconstruct our structure?
Yes.
You know, it's like let the man be the man. See, having a woman tell a boy what to do and having a man tell him what to do is received different.
Straight up.
It's received different, you know. And
unless you was a mom like me, because I can look at my son from across the street. They already knew. I did not. I mean, 4th grade, I had my son at the police station over $20.
Oh, that's
lock him up, because I'm not. I don't deal with that. But I'm just saying, Ray. I did a topic, and I'm telling you, I have a nephew that is incarcerated. Oh, he does. Everything else bad. I mean, anytime we have a family function, the police is being called on him. But one thing he is a good father to his kids. He didn't do that around his kids. But because he had a bad relationship with the mom, she would not let him see his kids. And guess what? That last time that he wanted to get his kids, 3 of them, on a Friday, ages 3, 5, and 6, she said no. So, and he wanted to keep them for the weekend. She said no again. And by Sunday, all those kids were dead, because she went out, let somebody babysit, and then they had to go get the kids afterwards because somebody had to go to church the next morning. They got into a collision, and within like a few days, one died on the scene.
Been drinking, right?
Right. One died on the scene. The 3-year-old little boy died a couple of days later, and the oldest one died a couple of days after that. All because she was not letting him see his kids, which is totally ridiculous.
Life is too short. Life is too short. Like every second, every minute that these children have the opportunity to receive love from both of those parties, the mother and father, they are benefiting from it. So, sometimes we have to realize that the love that we wanted to share is no longer there as a couple, but we cannot be a dividing force from that child not being able to be loved and shaped by his father.
I mean, take the numbers. It's no coincidence that a large majority of men that are incarcerated are coming from broken homes.
Yeah.
You know, let's call broken homes for what it is: a home without a father.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I mean,
and I know you want to do a lot of different things with the play, which you should. It started at one location, and let's touch on where it's going to be, and because I don't know if you're going to talk about that right now, that you need help to get it pushed, and
right now we were in North Hollywood, and now we are in an intimate space in Hollywood, right off of Highland. We're at the Lexington Theater, the Lex Theater. 6760 Lexington Avenue in Hollywood, and we are there hoping to be closer to industry, hoping to be closer in the heart of LA to grab some more of those people, and our goal is to grow and be able to reach even larger audiences.